So this video is all about how I achieve my goals guaranteed and how you can do the same as an independent artist. The very first thing to do if you want to crush your goals is, first of all, identify what direction you're headed. What specific goal do you actually want? That is the very first thing. And say I want to have 10,000 listeners on Spotify. Okay, that's a great goal. How am I going to do that? Now we think about, how do I get 10,000 monthly listeners on Spotify? Well, I probably need to, first of all, write good music, because otherwise people aren't going to stick around and stream the song again and again. Okay, so that's the first step. The second step is probably thinking, all right, now I need to actually probably let people know that I have that music on Spotify, right? So I need to produce the music, or write the music, produce the music, get the music mixed and mastered, release that on Spotify. Now I need to actually let people know that that thing is on Spotify, right? So that's kind of the thing. If you already have that first system set up, then you probably don't need to worry about it. As long as you're writing great songs and you got good production, you're probably already set up on that front. That's the kind of the obvious part, right? But now I need to actually see, how do I get people on Spotify platform? Well, I probably need to let people know, first of all, right? So let's use the example one of my friends used to sell internet services door to door, and he would knock on doors and, he had a whole spiel about how we installed this better system, whatever, door to door sales. The thing is that the company who hired my friend to do door to door sales knew exactly how many doors he would need to knock on average to get a sale. And so they were happy to pay him his salary in order to get sales. And they basically had a formula of how many sales they would get based on how many doors they would knock on. And so if I have to knock on 100 doors to get one sale, right, then I can actually formulate, okay, how long does it take me to knock on these many doors? And then how much do I make off that one sale? And then, kind of figure out that formula. So if I want to make, say $10,000, then I would need to knock on X many doors, right? So we basically break our goals down into an actionable thing. First of all, actionable thing that we can do every single day. And then secondly, we can also figure out how many of those actions we need to do to get our desired result. So this is what I like to refer to as operationalizing success, because basically it makes your goal inevitable to achieve if I set up and do the actions to achieve that said goal. So again, let's go back to my goal of getting 10,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. I need to probably do a few things every single day to make sure I'm actually gathering that audience. First of all, I might want to focus on writing songs every single day. And then let's say that I think the best chance of success in getting more listeners on my Spotify is to pitch to playlists. So pitch my existing songs that I already have to existing playlists. So those are my two things. I'm going to write every single day, and then I'm going to pitch to playlists every single day. Okay, that's great. Now I need to figure out how many playlists I need to pitch every single day. Let's say that on average you get picked up on 1 out of every 10 playlists that you submit to. All right, that sounds great. Well, now what you should do is go find 5 to 10 playlists every single day and pitch to them. It would probably take you half an hour, maybe an hour at most, to be able to pitch 5 to 10 playlisters your song to get it on their playlist on Spotify. Okay, so that's their first hour of the day. Now, we also need to write new music. So let's say I'm going to dedicate 15 minutes of my day every single day to come up with new hooks, new choruses for my new songs, because it's the most important part of the song. I might as well start with the chorus. And so once I have a killer chorus, then I can just build out the rest of the song. So if I'm doing those things every single day, though, let's spend an hour getting my song on more playlists, and then I spend the next 15 minutes writing choruses, and then the next 45 minutes fleshing out whatever choruses I already have into full songs. Now, all of a sudden, I have this machine for just 2 hours a day. I have this machine that's pumping out new material and then also getting that material on playlist for new fans to discover. A simple way to operationalize success of getting 10,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. But if you're doing these things consistently, it makes it basically inevitable that you're going to achieve your goals because you've broken it down into actionable things you can actually do every single day. So this is how I achieve all of my goals, is I figure out what is the first action that I need to do that's under my control to achieve whatever goal it is. And then I go and do it consistently until I've achieved my goal. Okay, so some people may push back on this and say, well, that is a lot of work. And it's true. It is. It's a lot of work. And if you don't do it, you're not going to achieve the result. So if you're willing to actually put forth the effort though and be consistent, again, that's the key, consistency. So after a month, you've already pitched to between 150 and 300 playlists. It's unrealistic that you haven't gotten on some of those playlists and gotten probably thousands of streams from those playlists, if not tens or hundreds of thousands of streams. So make sure that you actually break down your goal. Again, this was with playlisting. It doesn't need to be playlisting. It could be advertising. It could be anything that basically is that first action that you take to get new listeners to your Spotify. Whatever your goals are, make sure that you make it measurable and then actionable to actually take action on that, move the ball down the field every single day towards your end goal. So if you want to crush your goals on Spotify this year, look down below in the description of this video because there's a link that's going to teach you how me and my team are able to get brand new artists or existing artists that are struggling to 100,000 streams and beyond with their very first release working with us. If you want to find out how we do that, there is a link down below with a very short video about teaching you exactly how we do that. So go ahead and check that out. The first link in the description should bring you to a page where you can check out that video. And with that, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.